think that's all I need from you is landfill and a couple of roboports. I don't remember filling that in. Jerks. Forgot about the power poles. That was bad. Gonna have to get myself some more iron chests, because What are we still missing? Some belts, inserters. I think these inserters are going to have to come from my stock. You run out of all this, I'll put more in. Oh, you can't put that there because I've got a radar there. Not that it matters, but... Chest, inserters, lamp, signals. Blue inserters, huh? Let's see if I can do something fancy here. We want the steel that comes out to go back in. That'll be an interesting experiment. Also, hurry up. Purple and blue inserters. And then blue chests. Alright, so the only thing right now is a bunch of these chests. Which will grind themselves out. So is there anything that gets me iron faster than this? Because this is slow. Although this is getting down pretty close. I think we're done here. Yay. Let's get out of here. More iron. That was quick. Next time I go down there, I gotta remember to bring me a bunch of steel chests. Oh, I wanted that upgrade planner. Bring me back my upgrade planner. Thank you. All right. I should be able to continue working on this. Hello, online spirit. Welcome. I expect I'm gonna need another steel. Alrighty, that's a big deal. You should be able to go. Except for that's not the right programming. You're accepting 2, yep. Well, we don't want that. We don't want the screw up either. So we'll just leave that out. I don't trust those things to not screw me over. No, 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 no. Where the hell are you going? Damn it. Alright, that was weird. Don't quite understand that. Although, that gives me an idea. I don't have a copper unloader yet. Let's just get rid of that. All right, so the next thing I need to do is over here, in order to set up, I've got red right here. So I expect that I'll be setting up purple and yellow. Although I don't know how many of each, so I don't know how tall they'll be, but that's the way it is. Is that the appropriate place for you to have stopped? Yeah. No. That should have been that. Is that wrong on all of these? Yes, it is. Don't know what I did wrong there. Okay, so I'm going to put red there. Probably going to put purple and yellow hanging off somewhere. Question is, how do I want to arrange all that? I'd like to put those close to the main trunk, but I'm also thinking that if I keep them off the main trunk, I'm going to have to build all of it. I want to build all the subcomponents of it here in Saudi Arabia. And I don't want to just plan everything out. We'll start doing things. But, okay, so let's take, for example, I wanted to put yellow, and I wanted to put yellow right here. If I put yellow here, yellow requires processing units, flying frames, and low density structures. So if I put the final product really close to the main line, then what's going to happen is somewhere farther down the line, something is going to need frequent deliveries of trains. And then that doesn't serve me well, because the trains will be going past this, and the granted most expensive item is going to have the shortest path, but the highest volume is going to be traveling the farthest distance. What I should be doing is putting things that are going to be in high demand close to the intersections, so that they have the shortest distance. Now I've got these two resources here, and I expect that I'm going to have to put some loaders on here, at least one, probably one for the iron. Then when that's gone, I'll build one for the stone. I don't know that I'll do anything with this coal, so I want to reserve this for a loader of some sort. Well, it's not even going to be a loader because these aren't designed to be loaders, so I want to kind of reserve this for a smelter array of some sort. Right, so and if this fits in here, and it does, then that means that I put a T-junction up here. So I'm going to put this here as a reminder that this is a placeholder for iron, without actually building it. Now this is obviously oil. Ooh. Now this only needs the gears and the copper plate. So the copper plate's right there. So if I toss the gears here, oh, okay, and then I could put the green circuits here. I want to reserve this for more steel. And if I put the gears here, that's fine. I might pull the red here, and then put belt here, and then put green science here. Because I reserved this space because I didn't know how much space I'd need for that oil, but I've got plenty. So then this gear will service both this red and this belt, and probably other things too. So I want to get a gear build as close to this oil as I can, which means that it goes right here. Now is that going to leave me enough room to build an iron smelting array with stacker? You know what? I don't care. I need to move forward. I'll deal with that problem in the future. So let's get a T-junction here. Let's get this designed here. Get this properly placed right there. From where I'm standing, I know that I am going to need this train down there, so I might as well send it down there. So you head there. I have got some rail on me that'll get me started. That train doesn't have a lot of rail. I do need some RoboPort, but not enough to justify an entire train coming to me. So that eliminates this train needing to be here. It's mostly a blue belt, so I don't need a lot of that. It's just assemblers, and assemblers are on this train, along with rails. furnaces, but I don't need that many assemblers. So that's 100 of them. If I end up needing more, I'll come back and get them. What do I need from this train? But the thing of it is that the train I need to bring needs to be one that has a ton of green inserters, which I thought this was carrying. So this is carrying some green inserters and some white, but not a ton. I definitely need to refactor this to not need blue modules anymore. I forgot to do that before it left. See, this is designed to build. I really need a blue infrastructure build is what I need. I have some high winds going on out there. So while we're doing these builds, I might as well just increase these. And then once I get down there and I see what I need, it's belts and underbelts and all that other stuff, so. Let's get over to Prague. And, I don't like how these lights line up. And then, I'm sorry, then get down to Tabuk and take the train over. Where I'm building. You're already here. Diddling around. Diddling around. More monster. I need to fix this. Good. And then you fit here correctly? Yes. Look at me running on the tracks. Nah, 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 nah. Alright, let's get some rail going here.
Follow me, everything is alright.
Bevel, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Hope you're having a good day. Oh, I need robots. That's something I definitely need to start carrying. Train stations, robots, that sort of stuff. All right, you can come in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What I need to do is delete these and keep those. Now these are going to be gears. Do I have gears already defined as simple? Nope. So gears are going to have 2 iron. So I'm going to have A and B. But I am not going to have C and D. So let's remove a little extra stuff. And we're not going to have E either. So, having done that, I can bring that in here. And I need to come up and get trains that have stuff that I need to build things. So you're the outpost train. So you can come to the pickup line. And you're gonna have my bots. So might as well bring you. Man, I'm out of rail. Alright. Let's lay out the rest of this stuff then. You're super complicated. We'll put you here. We'll also recognize that we screwed up on our template and kept the wrong logo. Nope, we kept the right logo. Good. What I need is this spacing right here. And I need to somehow get that into this main thing. So I need 2 unloaders. That's this and this. And I need a simple loader, but I don't have a simple loader, so that's this. And then once that's in place, I need these to tell me where those go. And these are wrong. These are just quite straight up wrong. This is backwards. I don't know what in the heck I did here, but that is frustrating as heck, because this is the correct setup. So you're a loader. Might as well get the other loader here too and make sure. See, that's wrong too. That's the output. That's A. This is supposed to be B. I'm fine with this continuing as C. And this is supposed to be D. And then so this is the loader. But I really want to get this in my template. That way I know what my spacing is, and I know what this 1 power is. Good. Now let's place that again. This is a simple loader. And there's a lot of trees going die. I don't want you working. Didn't want to do that. Let's not kill ourselves here. Well, we're going to lose some radar coverage here. Temporarily. All right. Then we need 2 inputs and a 2 solids in and a solid out. And that is this. Oh gosh, I screwed this up. And let's update this again. Good thing I make it easy to do these updates. Not liking any of the music I'm listening to here. Now I need to put one of these down and actually populate it. Oh, yeah. I gotta update this. So what we're gonna do is take 2 more out of here. We're gonna move these here. And then we're gonna take all of these and Do that. And then we're going to have another train that comes along and has all of those components. This is inbound. Good. I don't think I'll need it for this one, so I think I'll leave it alone, but eventually you're going to have to show up. Oh, that's sad. That's bad. Why aren't you keeping up? Because you're not getting enough greens. Well, this is prioritized wrong. You're not supposed to split that way. Damn it. You're supposed to output priority that way. Same thing with you. And you. I guess I can put that one back. That helps. Looking to see if these start getting, yep. And then this is solid here. So trap and future base is not the sort of stuff I like. So this blue is going to back up because this red is falling short because my red was not enough. All right, let's keep going. I'll solve that problem later if I need to. Ah, because there is no train station there. All right, might as well hook this up. And get rid of all this. There's no D or C here. Cheese of truth. Which part hurts your brain? Perhaps I can help. Perhaps I can help ease your pain. The fact that I'm designing in blueprints, or that I'm using blue belt, or that I have no clue what I'm doing. Well, I have a clue. I have a goal. This is going to be gears. What do gears stack to? $100. Okay, good. This is going to be iron plate. Circuits. Oh. Well, unfortunately, this is a little tricksy. I'm not thrilled using combinators. I'm not a huge fan of massive combinator things, but I needed a certain behavior to prevent me from needing a bunch of trains. And this was the only way to do it. So what I did is I took the train and I broke it down from a train with 8 wagons to 8 individual wagons. And so what the circuits do, there's 2 circuits up there. This one is asking this wagon, because eventually there's going to be a wagon here. I'll show you on an actual one. So this circuit here is asking this wagon, are you empty? And that's what E stands for. N is minimum and E is empty and star is everything. So it's asking this train, this wagon, not the train, just the wagon, are you empty? And if and it's not even the wagon, it's these 4 chests that service that wagon. So what I wanted was a behavior that said on this whole train, if any of these wagons go empty, tell this station that I need a train. So it's a rabbit hole that I fell into that I'm not happy I fell into, but it's the only way to get the behavior I want. Because I have two choices here. I can either set this to statically request a train all the time. Always bring me a train, and then that train most of the time is going to sit here full or partially full. Or I can do a thing called dynamic train limits. Now the simplest dynamic train limit I have is what I use on my mining stations. So I've got a simple iron mining station right here. And it simply says each of these combinators says it's connected to all of these chests, and these chests all add up, and they say, hey, I've got 76,000 ore in it. Right? And so what I want to tell this train station is request the train whenever you've got enough ore to fill a train. But don't request a train if you don't. Now, again, the alternative, I hard-code this to 2, and then I've got a train always sitting here, and I've got a train always sitting here. But at some point, I'm going to get to where I've got, right now I have 87 trains. If I did that, if I left it at hard-coded a train here, or 2, then every one of these outposts would need a train or 2. And then my unloaders, which are these things, so I've got this guy sitting here for some reason doing nothing. Shouldn't even been here. I would have to have a train sitting at each one of these. But as it is right now, it's set the train limit to 0. So the same thing here is that if there's enough room in all of these chests to ask for a train, then set the train limit. Now, on some of these, I have 2 sides. I unload to both sides. If I unload to both sides, each of these are counted separately. So this one counts and this one counts. If either of these goes below what another train could unload, it requests a train. If both of them request, then it requests 2 trains. And so what you see here is simple logic that says 1 train and more complicated logic that says 2 trains. And again, it's to compensate that I don't want to hard code. And A year ago, I didn't have this dynamic train limit stuff. It took me months to figure out what I wanted to do here and how I wanted to do it. And I've just recently added the additional complication of the stack size, because I used to just hard code in how much. Like it says over there in the corner, you might not be able to see it because of my overlay. It says over there in the corner, 50 N is 50,000. So the minimum is 50,000. If the input signal, which is 62,000 copper plate, falls below the minimum, 50,000, it requests a train. I could do this with 2 less combinators, but then I'd have to remember in my head how many fit on a train. Or I could use the S for stack size and say, okay, the item being unloaded here is a stack size of 100. And then I have this multiplier here that says multiply S by some number. I can't remember. And then I have the same copy paste almost everywhere. Yes, protocol, that's what I've done. But I would much rather have this because I understand it, because I created it, which is being arrogant and selfish. But, well, I'm arrogant and selfish. Yeah. And, geez, that's the thing. It hurt my brain for, I mean, I've been playing for thousands of hours of Factorio, and it hurt my brain for a long time. It's just that it gradually moved from, okay, I'm going to hard code all of these things to, and if you look at my early stations, this is a small 1-2-1 unloader. It's hard coded to one train. There's no stacker. It's just hard coded. It has a filter for preventing me from screwing things up. But this is where I, up until a couple of years ago, this is where I always was. Always was just hard coding my trains. And then I added a thing to evenly unload the trains. And then I added a thing to count how much is in the train. And then I added a thing to... so I gradually grew this knowledge out of a need for not wanting to be wasteful. Being a little bit more efficient. And again, I try and play to simplicity. I am not trying to play to complexity. But it's gotten to the point where it's like, well, I'm trying to do a MegaBase. And if you're going to do a MegaBase, well, you gotta deal with the efficiencies involved. So I need this, and I need those circuits, or those combinators, and I need those. Geez, that's a long walk. I need these, and I need these, and I need those. Okay, good. So I need to build one of these so I can see how many of these I need to build. Let's go stand over here and turn on my bots and let them build as little of this as possible. Alright, so now I turn off my bots. And I set this to making gears.